Hello, I'm Chris Ziegenhagel. I'm just deciding to start up my own little commentary series of some of the work I've done. That would be a good way of just reviewing some of the work I've done. It's been a long time since I've done any work, so I thought I'd just start a commentary series to look back at what I did and look at some of the mistakes, some things I'd go back and fix, some things I enjoyed about what we accomplished and what I did, and just to kind of get it out there, explain some things for any viewers who are reviewing anything that I've created, and to just help out with anything visually that there's any questions about. So my first one that I'm going to start out here with is the Adam Marshall music video shoot. It was actually, I became part of helping out with the shoot. I worked on it. I also did a lot of filming with an ex-teacher at West Salem High School, Mr. Willoughby, Gar Willoughby. We went to the shoot. He invited me, used a Sony PD-150 to film a lot of behind-the-scenes footage, and from there we just decided afterwards, with all the footage, we'd make our own music video from the footage that we obtained from the video shoot. So here's our video, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, here's the opening credits. Open Eye Entertainment, that's what I used to be called, and then Behind the Scenes of Cowboy Hat by Adam Marshall. Not a bad song. Actually become a fairly good friend of the singer and creator. That was pretty just a random shot that had grabbed while we were there behind the scenes. A lot of different just shots of the crane there, and Adam singing to a lot of songs. A lot of good shots that I just thought I was going through and found, like the bronking horse there, and just adding in different shots that I enjoyed, shots that that they had in the film, and did a lot of work off of the monitors just to kind of give a feel, give kind of an interesting vibe to it. It was all just a basic randomosity to it, because just filming whatever we could, just behind the scenes footage. We actually had a good 12 hours probably of footage from the 2 days that we were there. They were just putting together just some interesting stuff creatively, just putting it together. We actually, once we completed this film, we actually showed it to Adam. We had him come to the school. We put it on a TV and showed it to him, and just he really enjoyed it. He actually did, and you'll see at the end there's one final shot there that he ended up, he had this whole story that he told me a little bit later when they were actually doing the editing for his actual music video, that he kept telling the editor, I want this one shot, I want this one shot, and the editor had to tell him, Adam, you remember that shot was from the kids video, remember? And he was like, well, can we find anything like it? So they ended up using a crane shot of the same type of look of the shot that I did, and you'll see that at the very end of it. But made sure to add in a lot of different shots of some like interesting faces he's doing like that, where he's just singing to the camera. Just some good movements that I like. The hardest part was finding a lot of shots that wouldn't only go with the story of the song, but also matching up his lips to the actual song. On the actual shoot, they used a timed sync for everything, so they got it all set up correctly, and it was all matched up, so they didn't have to worry about anything. A lot of different dancing scenes. A few of Mr. Willoughby in there dancing with one of the ladies there in the shoot. Actually added in a shot of me doing some swing dancing as well in there. Just kind of an interesting add-in, just something kind of fun. And a little background on Adam, actually. He was actually a Marine and served in Iraq during the early parts of the war, and most of the songs in his album he actually wrote while he was in Iraq. Some of the best ones, one that he wrote for his mother and his sister, another one that's actually a tribute to soldiers and anybody who's fought in the war, and he's had some really good work that he has out. And then there's the shot where he tips his hat, the one that I was telling about earlier. But overall, turned out pretty nicely, and then the good old riding off into the sunset shot at the very end there. But thank you for sticking through me here, and hopefully I'll come out with another commentary here soon.